This is Mountain Connections, and right now we are going to talk about the best practices for talent attraction, especially for hiring managers. Here to tell us all the details about that is our favorite recruiter guy, Bill Humbert, talent attraction consultant. Bill, how are you doing?
Christina, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much.
It's great to see you, great to connect virtually, and looking forward to learning more about this topic. Why is this so important, though? I know that managers, they're very busy, they have a lot going on, and they might not put talent attraction as a top priority.
You know, that is true. And the unfortunate thing for most managers who are thinking, well, you know, these things got to get done first, and this is talent attraction, and I'll fit this in whenever I can. The book Top Grading by Brad Smart, he talked about how the best managers, what they do is they make sure their team comes first, and they take the opportunity to grow their organization during the talent attraction process. That means that they know exactly the skills that they're looking for, and they go after the person immediately as soon as they see that resume.
And why is it so important that those individuals that you're interested in, those candidates, that they know that you have that interest, that they know that you want them to potentially join your team? But why is it good for them to have that knowledge?
Well, it's important because you're trying to build trust during the interviewing process. And in that trust, that grows into trust when they become an employee.
And how does that responsiveness change, especially with candidates when they are going for that job, when they want to make sure that they are doing everything they're supposed to? There's mistakes that hiring managers can make, and that response time is really crucial.
It is, Christine. My mantra with contacting candidates is you have to touch them every 72 hours with some message. And the reason for that is that those candidates, research shows that their memory forgets the soft things like, how about my feelings about the manager, my feelings about the job, or if they're not even contacted for the first 3 days after their resume lands on that manager's desk, they may go and just find another job.
And they're building these relationships of trust. Why is that so important for hiring managers to have this relationship right at the beginning?
Well, it's very important right at the beginning because now what you're doing is you're conditioning that candidate, and so that they feel that trust while they're interviewing. And when you select them as a new employee, now they're going, wow, I really like this person because I've built this trust and they've engaged with me. And you know what? That goes into the job, and they'll be engaged with the manager after they start.
And I want to circle back to that 72-hour time frame. One other reason that you are mentioning here is that you're building that relationship of trust. You don't want that candidate to feel like you've lost interest. And also you don't want the candidate to lose their feelings. It's those details, those tiny details that may be attracting that best candidate for the job can actually dissipate after a certain amount of time.
You know, that's absolutely true. I have a candidate that yesterday accepted an offer from my client. And my client, it took a while for them to get engaged, and it was primarily because somebody was on vacation, somebody else took a new job, and the director had to go down to their new office and interview with them, but also to show them how important they are to the team. So it's very important for managers to understand that building a championship team takes effort, and that effort requires engagement.
And it's this conditioning of the client, which might sound a little creepy, but that's exactly what you want to do as a hiring manager.
It absolutely is, because and I understand that creepiness, but it's, it's building trust. We talked about that a couple seconds ago. It's building trust, and trust is so important when you're engaging with a new person and you're building that relationship. So it is conditioning, but it's positive conditioning.
You always have such great information for us, and I'm really excited to hear about the progress of your new book.
So am I. Dorrance Publishing out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is publishing my book, and they're telling me that it's coming out in August, and I'm so excited about having that come up and, finally be born. So probably for our August television show interview, I'll have some great news for us.
Looking forward to that, Bill. Where can we find out more information about you and, of course, discover your other books and continue learning about if you want to find a job or if you're a manager and you're looking to attract that top talent? How can we connect with you?
I'm easy. I'm RecruiterGuy.com, and you can find me on LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn handle is very easy too. It's linkedin.com/in/RecruiterGuy.
Well, thank you so much, Bill Humbert, for joining us today. It's always great having you on the show. We appreciate the important information that you give us, and we look forward to seeing you in August and hearing more about your new book. We'll be back with more right here on Mountain Connections after this.